Hello students, welcome to this English class. This time we are not going to practice a pattern, we are going to practice some exercises about the conditional type 3. So you have to remember the pattern in order to understand this. Hay que acordarnos de la estructura, la cual vimos en el video pasado, in order that we can solve these exercises, para que podamos entender cómo se resuelven estos ejercicios. So, I will start. Entonces voy a empezar. Remember, conditional number 3 is used to talk about hypothetical situations. Recuerden que el condicional 3 es utilizado para hablar de situaciones hipotéticas. For example, por ejemplo, if I had studied more, si yo hubiera estudiado más, I could have passed the exam. Yo habría pasado el examen, okay? That is a hypothetical situation, okay? So, let's continue doing this. In order to answer this exercise, we have to remember the pattern. Antes de contestar los ejercicios, debemos recordar la estructura. Remember that we can start with if. Recuerden que comenzábamos con el if. And after that, we need the past perfect. Y después necesitábamos el pasado perfecto, which is, el cual es subject, sujeto, the auxiliary verb had, el verbo auxiliar had en este caso, and the past participle, the verb in past participle, the VPP, y el verbo en pasado participio. And finally, a complement, finalmente un complemento. We need a comma, after we need a subject, otro sujeto, the good, el good have, que va a ser constante aquí, the VPP, the verb in past participle, and the complement, okay? So, in this case, if you had studied for the test, si tú hubieras estudiado para el examen, you could have passed it. Tú lo habrías pasado. But as you didn't do it, pero como no lo hiciste, no estudiaste, well, you couldn't have. No pudiste pasarlo. Well, let's answer the number 2. In the number 2, we have if you, remember, the auxiliary verb have, and the verb in past participle is a regular verb, so if you had asked me, si tú me lo hubieras pedido, I could have helped you. I could have helped you. Yo te habría ayudado. Remember that usually, recuerden que usualmente, the good gives the ending, an ending to the verb that is next to the good. Recuerden que cuando un verbo está junto al good, normalmente le da la terminación ia, the ia ending in Spanish. For example, I could have helped you. Yo te habría ayudado. Okay? Number 3. If we had gone to the cinema, we could have seen, is the past participle of the verb see. If we had gone to the cinema, si nosotros hubiéramos ido al cine, we could have seen my friend Jacob. Nosotros habríamos visto a mi amigo Jacob. Number 4. Número 4. If you had spoken English, si tú hubieras hablado inglés, she could have understood. If you had spoken English, si tú hubieras hablado inglés, she could have understood. Ella habría entendido. Okay. Number 5. If they had listened to me, si ellos me hubieran escuchado, we could have been home earlier. Nosotros habríamos estado en casa más temprano. Number 6. Número 6. Here it's important to notice that we are not starting with the if anymore. Aquí es importante entender que ya no estamos comenzando con el if. We are starting with the subject. The if is here in the middle. El if está aquí a la mitad. So, as you remember, como recordarán, when we are starting, cuando estamos comenzando not with the if, no con el if, the if is in the middle, we don't need the comma anymore, no necesitamos la coma más, y comenzamos con el past perfect a partir de donde está el if. Por lo tanto, aquí no es past perfect, here is the good. So I could have written. As you can see, I started different. Como podrán notar, comencé diferente because I am not starting with the if, I am starting with the I. So I could have written you a postcard if I had your address. This is another interesting part. Aquí hay otra cosa interesante, otra parte interesante, because here, well, the first had, el primer had, remember the pattern, you have to remember the pattern of the past perfect. Deben recordar la estructura del pasado perfecto, que era sujeto, subject, plus the auxiliary verb had, más el verbo auxiliar had. Okay, so this had is the auxiliary verb. Este had es el verbo auxiliar. If I had, si yo hubiera, and this had, y este had is the past participle of this one. Es el verbo en pasado participio de este. So, entonces, if I had, si yo hubiera tenido your address, tu dirección. Number 7. If I, well, this is negative, so we have to be careful here. If I had not broken my leg, I could have taken part. Yes. So, if I had not broken my leg, I could have taken is the past participle of the verb take, taken part in the contest. Now let's do the number 8. Number 8 says, if it not, here is negative because we have the not. If it had not started, is a regular verb, so there is no problem. Started. If it had not started to rain, we could have walked, is a regular verb, there's no problem. Would have walked to the museum. Number 9. Okay, be careful. Here is not starting with if, it's starting with the subject, so we have to write could have swum because it's the past perfect of the verb swim. We could have swum in the sea if there had not been so many sharks there. Nosotros habríamos nadado en el mar if there had not been, si no hubiera habido so many sharks there, tantos tiburones ahí. And finally, finalmente, we have if she had taken the bus, si ella hubiera tomado el autobús, she could be, and is negative here, could not have arrived. This is a little bit long. We could not have arrived on time. Ella no habría llegado a tiempo. And now, y ahora, well, let's check your answers. Let's check if there is not a mistake. Remember, just with the pattern, recuerden, solo con la estructura. With the pattern you will understand this. Con la estructura ustedes van a entender esto perfectamente. And well, as we can see, y como podrán ver, well, we have everything right. Tenemos todo correcto. Remember, this kind of exercises are online. Recuerden, este tipo de ejercicios está en línea, so you can find there a lot of exercises of the conditional 1, the 0, the 1, the 2, the 3. So you can find them there. Los pueden encontrar ahí. And well, you have more exercises in your books. Tienen también más ejercicios en sus libros. If you want to practice there, practice there. Si quieren practicar ahí, practiquen ahí. It is a good option. Es una buena opción. So for today, that's all, students. Por hoy es todo, estudiantes. I hope to see you in the next video in order to learn another topic. Espero verlos en el siguiente video para aprender otro tema. So, goodbye. Take care. Nos vemos. Cuídense mucho.